What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And many of you guys have been asking about, the auction house. Gmia, how are you grinding this out? How do you do all this stuff? Why are we seeing you get so many snipes? And, pretty much you show us that you got it, but we don't see how you actually do it. Well, the reasoning behind that is it's a very, very time-consuming process, but it pays off if you just sit there and just wait for certain things. So I'm going to give you some pointers, both for my veterans and for my newcomers, on how I pretty much lurk the auction house. Now, one of the ways that you can do it is pretty much you just go there, and sometimes you'll just log in, you know what I'm saying, and it'll be something there that you just know is ridiculous, and it'll be there for like 0.1 seconds, and you just have to have the fast hands to go ahead and grab it. Realistically, right now, with the way that everything is, it's very, very hard. I know you guys remember back in the day, we would scroll down through this. You remember those days? You'll scroll down, it'll be something glitchy all the time. You'd be like, yo, I got this. Right now, with the way that this is, they don't typically have a lot of really good glitchy ones, but just looking at the homepage, like, you have to probably go through and play around with the filters a little bit. But remember this, I'm gonna explain some stuff to you right now, and you guys will pretty much get the gist of what's going on. Sometimes you have to actually buy a card first and then search it from inside of your item binder. Like, that's part of sniping. For instance, right, if you look at certain cards and their values here, most of the time EA won't give you the real value of a card, because like people are obviously continuously putting cards up, cards are coming down. It's very, very hard for them to give you the accurate information that's there. So what I like to do is this, right? I would go, say I bought a card from inside that auction house. After you buy a card and you know it's a snipe, you quickly go over to your team, you go to the item binder, and then you go to newest, or what, that's where the card's gonna be that you just sniped, and then you search it using L1 to make sure that, what is the most realistic price about what's up there. Because if you get lucky, right, say like this Tyler Lockett, we're going to go ahead and press L1, we're going to see what he's going for here. He's a relatively low power up because he only gets chemmed to 85 speed right now. So that's pretty much his average price. It's going to be around 4K. When you look at other cards, it's much easier if you have a card that you feel that you want to snipe from the auction house to actually go through your item binder and click it there. Because you, like, look, for instance, right, this power up for John Randall, right? He's a limited card, but you'll see it's 8,000. I actually pulled him out of I think it was one of my free things from grinding missions, right? So what happened was when they first come out, they're like 25, 30K, right? So if you click this and for whatever reason it showed 8K and then the other one was like 15, 20, you would probably get that one that somebody else couldn't see because you searched it from inside of your item binder. So I don't really need this guy. I don't think, am I going to be going after this guy? He's actually a limited, right? So that means that he might get something with training points. If they're doing the same thing that they were doing last year, we might be able to upgrade him using training points after like a week of him being out. But let's take a look at what's going on, because he's one of those D tackles with speed. So really quickly, okay, 1710. Yeah, no thank you. 1710 though. He goes to 76 speed. No thank you. I'll just put a D lineman there for now. All right, I just wanted to take a look at that. So look, when you go and you search it from in here, like I said, you'll get a broader, quicker way to see what the real values are. So for him right now, I'm gonna just sell him for like 79. What is it, like 78? Make sure he goes, because people will still buy it because they're gonna probably use the training point method. So this is what people do, right? Because I just did it like that, I'll go back and look and see what's going on and just make sure that it's posted and kind of see, okay, look, you see how fast that changed? We were just at 8350 and I put mine up for this one, right? And then you see how fast other people were out there? That's because when you search it from inside of your item binder, you get to see everything instantaneously. So now I know that somebody else is really trying to go wild. Somebody bought it for 7650, so I can just go right here, cancel this guy, and know that 7650 or 7550 is where it's at. The other person that just lost whatever, the 100, it doesn't really matter. It's 100 coins. That's nothing. I know now that that's the value of what it is. And that's pretty much how I determine a lot of the cards that I snipe. I usually already have the card in my binder and I play around with it like this and just keep going back and forth with it to kind of see what's going on. And that's pretty much how I do it from the binder method. All right, because it's more than one way to actually do it. So now we have two of them up there. One of us, like, somebody's gonna buy one, somebody's gonna buy the other one, because the other ones are at 8K. So we'll be able to successfully get rid of these power-ups for that price. I could just put him up at a base 74, but I know he'll probably sell for that because people are going to hold on to them and know that they can use training points in place of the card if Madden 19 and 20 are going to be similar with the limited cards. So now, look, that's just a quick, display of what I do. Like when I have spare time and I'm sniping, I'll look through it like that. Each one individually, try to figure out what's going on. Oh, this is what it is. This is what it is. I obviously can't do something with him. What? Oh, he's a gnat. I got him as a gnat. Yep. I think that, or he's powered up, so I can't do anything with that. That's why. But again, you would look at it like this. You'd see, oh, it's only 2 of them. This might be something to where if somebody's really trying to get it for their Steelers, we can make a little bit off of that. And it could be any kind of various card. Now, let's go back to where it really, really matters. The auction house. I just wanted to let you guys see that. That's the easiest way to see every value of cards. Just have it in your binder, and then you just buy it and snipe it through that. All right? Now, when you're doing the auctions and trades, right? Like I told you guys before, this is very, very time consuming. Once I get a chance to sit down and I have like at least an hour or two, I usually net about, maybe 5 to 6K per snipe. Sometimes I get really lucky and get a hefty one, but to be realistic, I can probably make like 50K right now with the game being new. Probably every half hour I can make like 50K if I just sit here and just snipe the right cards. Because the number one thing is you got to know what you're looking for. For instance, right? If you're looking for training right now, the punters that are the legends are probably the best snipes, right? So if you go over here, you go to legends, right? And you look at the punters, the lower level cards of the punter, I don't know why they're only showing it like that though. Doesn't this guy have a set? Why are they showing it? Oh, because that guy's a limited. So what was the other one that they were talking about? There was like an 88 overall card that was going for, hold on, let me see something. I gotta go check this out because it looks like they're just showing me the highest ranking card. But like, you see like how this is the way that it is? When you go through it, like if you're trying to put together a set, you can easily go and you see how these people are buying it right like that. You can see if you're going to be able to make money off of which card. Like for instance, you're seeing that the 82 sold for, the similar price as the 81. So you'll know that the average price of this is 20. So if you come back and keep refreshing, like you just keep going and coming back to it and pressing it again, and it keeps refreshing or whatever, you'll be able to know when somebody puts them up for 15, somebody puts them up for 12, 13 by mistake, you just got like 5, 6K. That's how you do it, and you just keep repeating that process over and over again. But this right here, I know, okay, that punter was a limited then, because this is like that's the legend sets are the real, like, making ridiculous amount of coin method, right? So when you go over to the set section, you want to see the ones that have numerous things that go into the set. I forgot that those cards were limited, right? So there is no punter that goes to the set. I thought that there was a punter that was giving out a decent amount of training, but I got to go look into that because somebody was telling me about it, but I never looked at it at that point. So look, Marcus Allen, I was able to put him together for like 230 or 235, right? He's probably the glitchiest card in the game right now. Like if you get him and put evasive on him, it's wild. So this card right here, look, you see that he's down to 100? You would have to pretty much go into the auction and see what people are paying for his actual card, fully done at an 89, and then come and play around inside here and just continuously refresh until somebody is desperate and gets rid of the card, and then you make money based on what the card is. I just showed you that the 82s were going around 20, so this 19 is not a snipe. Like making 1,000 a piece, that ain't a snipe to me. Like we're gonna be going back and forth, looking for like a 15, looking for a 13 to 12. I like to average between 5 and 6. Okay, now you'll see that this guy is supposed to be leveled off at about in the 20s. It's getting down a little bit lower, and you see that was up for 25 minutes. So nobody is really interested in this card. There's a high chance that somebody would post it for about 13, 12, try to get rid of it because they need coins right now. And you will, you continue to do that. You go to like, all of them, Marvin Harrison, whatever the cards are, anything that requires certain set pieces, people are going to continuously put those cards up for cheaper. And it's crazy the way that they do it. Because I showed you guys in Madden 19, I was sniping 40K snipes. Like cards that were wild. People were just trying to put their cards up because we all know it comes down to a point where we actually need a specific card and we don't care, bruh. Like we got to get rid of another card that we have, so we put it up for dirt cheap. It happens regularly. So you guys got to be able to see this. you know, continuously refresh, go back and forth, refresh, because the prices drop. And then when you get it, it's like, oh snap, bro, I really just got that. I really sniped that. It's crazy, but that's the way it happens. So the refresh method is very, very huge as well. Now with power-ups, right? This is another way that people are making a lot of coin. Now, you can easily go into the set where you use the silvers and then you make the power-ups to make your coins, or you can play around with these based on the card itself. Now, the mainstream cards like Lattimore, these guys are like 60K, 70K, like, you know what I'm saying? You just go in there, you start typing their names for what you're looking for, right? These are where it gets really, really interesting, because recently somebody posted this guy for dirt cheap, not realizing, oh, you know, he's a 69 overall, he's probably garbage. They didn't realize what was going on. So somebody got a crazy 50K, 60K snipe because they put him up for a realistic price of what a low overall would be. Going back and refreshing different power-ups and putting the first part of people's names in, you know, like Julio Jones. I think it's more than one Jones though, but it's different things. Yes, a lot of Jones going on, but you can go through it and kind of see what's happening with the cards, what their price values are. Like Julio Jones is a lot cheaper. Before launch, I paid 55K for his power-up. Obviously right now we're realizing that speed is king. Somebody just bid out and got that for 18. So his regular price is what, 20 something? So what are they looking to make? Yeah, so 18. So they're looking at 7K. You got to take away the 700. That's a 6,300 come up. If that's what they wanted. Okay, that's another method of using in the auction house, looking for the bid prices. Okay, so you can go and you could switch it up based on time remaining, the bid price, stuff like that, so that you can kind of see what people are willing to pay. If it comes down to it with the time remaining that you can get a snipe, you grab the snipe and you go from there. But there's so many different ways. And what I do, like I'm telling you guys right now, I'll come in here and I'll start looking for specific things. Like I know Lattimore is crazy. Like Anthony Barr, people have been sniping his card, his power up, and going ham with it. Yeah, because it's 54. Dudes are putting it up for like 20. One guy put it up for 20 by mistake. That's an instant 30K come up. But and you might say, but Barr only gets chem to an 82 speed. That's huge for a middle linebacker right now. Okay, that's 6'5". Very, very huge. A lot of you guys made ridiculous money. I already saw some pictures where guys made ridiculous bank off of this because they had the game early when his power up was going for like 15, and they had a few of them, and they ended up getting rid of them and making like 150K or whatever like that. But that's what I would look for. I would look for like Lattimore, Barr, stuff like that, and just sit on it. Just sit and wait, because people are going to do it. Like it's automatic. They're gonna do it because they don't know any better, bro. They don't know exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this guy right here. It's 2 bids on a Le'Veon Bell. Okay? Now, I can sit here and bid on this and probably win it. And Le'Veon Bell's card, what, we got 4 minutes left? Le'Veon Bell is a card where we don't know what he's going to be doing with the Jets. We don't really understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows. I think they have an apostrophe on his name, right? Okay, so we got to go L-E. Maybe that'll make it come up. L-E. It should be Le'Veon Bell. All right, so his realistic price, 69, right? So there's 2 bids on that. Okay, that's 5K. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Like these little things. Saquon Barkley. You see these kind of prices that's going on. It's wild stuff that happens. But nobody's gonna really go wild like that and just go ahead and buy a Saquon Barkley. Like nobody's doing that. Like he's one of the best running backs in the game if you can't afford other cards. But again, you would look for his card. Okay, so it's 51K. That's the lowest. So now you know you would continuously look for those type of cards. Philip Lindsay, a lot of people are probably running around with him too. You know what I'm saying? These are cards that you got to look at and try to figure, all right, some people are going to be putting these cards up for dirt cheap prices. I got to keep refreshing. Like I said, every single day I make it a habit to come into the auction house and just refresh, go to power-ups, refresh, go to core elite, refresh, and see what people are doing, because they're going to make the mistake. But that's not our problem. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're just looking to get our snipes. We're not worried about, yo, whatever. Those guys can make a claim with EA Sports and try to get a Nat card back. We're just trying to make bank. So looking at these, seeing what's going on, time remaining, and just like I said, using the other method, if you already have the card, by pressing L1 and seeing what's there, that I make so much coins throughout the year doing. I make so much, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I make a lot of coins doing that. I would literally come here, buy a card for a snipe, and leave it in my binder and keep pressing L1 for like 10 minutes and get ridiculous prices off of it just like that, because it comes up so quickly with everything like that. So like I said, it's time consuming, but you should be averaging, you know, every half hour at least, you know, 15 to 20K by just ripping, flipping, and just doing it like that. That's my average. You know what I'm saying? When I'm really on. And like I said, every now and again, I'll get that 30K, 40K snipe because somebody just puts up a card that's a power up for a low overall, have no idea what they're doing, and they just have it up there. And then remember, as more legends come out, there's going to be even more snipes. So definitely take a look out for that as well. And as we continue to go through the year and there's specific cards that we should search for, I will be tweeting it out, putting it on Facebook and Instagram so everybody knows that's, you know, that's pretty much what following, and, you know, they definitely are subscribed to my channel. You will know exactly what you should be looking for. And as always, you guys can leave comments, help to encourage other people here to try to figure out how to snipe, how to get that good card. If you have any secrets you want to share, the comment section is there for you right now. Hopefully this helps you and gives you an understanding of how the auction house works. If it does, leave a like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.